Hello, friends. Am I audible? If I'm audible in front of you, then please let me know over here by writing comments over here in chat section. Hello. Am I audible? Please let me know over here. The reason is I cannot understand whether I'm there in front of you or not. So please give your response by writing something over here in chat section. Am I audible? Uh, it is it is a bit difficult for me to understand whether I'm audible or not. So please let me know over here in chat section. Okay. Okay. Hi Manvi. Okay. Welcome. So I think now I'm audible, right? See, I have updated my application, and regarding that, there are a few things that I just want to convey. See, one is you just need to register with same mobile number which you have registered with last app version, right? So in app, as and when you log in at that time, it may be asking you to register it again, right? So you just use same mobile number, everything will be same as you have been accessing it with last version. Only difference is right now I have updated with my server on application. So I thought I should convey little bit brief about what has to be done. See, you just need to register it with same mobile number which you have registered with last one, right? Otherwise everything is same. So you don't need to ask again and again like what has to be done. Now it is asking for user ID and password. So that is what the basic message that I just wanted to convey. And other than that, if anything that is there from your side, please place it over here in chat section. I'll be definitely going to reply. I'm having about 15 minutes of time, right? So in that duration, I can definitely reply to you. One issue is that okay, fundamental engineering. Wonderful watching from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm college trainer. Like your work benefited you, especially on control system. Welcome, dear. I'm glad like you are having some help from my side, right? Please, you can ask your queries. I'm having some time. I can discuss about those things which may be benefiting my students. So there can be healthier chat in front of you. If nothing is there, then definitely I can shut down this communication. You can place your queries. I'm having some time. Definitely I can give reply based on whatever queries which is there in front of you. Shakti Sagardas. Good evening, Shakti. So I'm just waiting for whatever queries are there in front of you, right? If anything that is there regarding your learning experience on engineering funda, you can definitely place it over here. I would love to reply to your queries. So I don't see anyone is interested about asking their queries. If anything is there, just place it over here. I'll definitely reply to you. See, last time I have promised like I'll be completing radar engineering in next 30-40 days, and you can observe that course is there in front of you. Shakti Sagar's basic electronics is already available. You just go through my playlist section. Shakti, it is already there on my platform. Basic electronics is completed. Basic electronics, analog electronics, digital electronics, power electronics, all the electronics devices and circuits. So all the categories of electronics that is already there on engineering funda platform, right? Okay. Joseph Mutama. Yes, Joseph Mutama. Please help suggestion, especially on research on control engineering and master students too. See, in control engineering, there are many areas where you can understand how exactly systems are functioning, like designing of controller, proportional integral derivative controller. Many controllers are there, like in shaping that control mechanism. Much work is going on right now with the entire globe. So different sections are there. You need to be specific regarding what has to be your research. And regarding research, what I can suggest is like, see, first of all, you need to go through what is recent trends, right? Once you understand recent trends, you can understand like what has to be the future development in control engineering. So that is what the case which you need to think about first, right? Here, whatever courses that you are observing regarding control engineering, that is regarding fundamentals of control engineering. So fundamentals of control engineering that I have completed over here on engineering funda, but regarding research, uh, very less audience is there. And in research, people are very specific, right? So it is a bit difficult to have some courses on research based control engineering course. But still, I used to communicate with people regarding how they are working and how things are happening in industries even. So different countries are having different objectives. Like if you go somewhere in Germany, they are having some other objectives, and based on their objectives, they used to have mechanisms which are there based on robotics and automation. In robotics and automation, they used to use control engineering, where in detailed analysis you will be observing they used to prepare everything with respect to block diagram, and then they used to work out with how entire system can be modified with respect to different control mechanism. So things are a bit different in terms of explanation. So for that, you need to understand first how recent research is going on, right? So I hope little bit that I can share, but it is bit different, difficult to explain me even like how exactly one can initiate their learning regarding research. The reason is research is very vast, broad aspect, right? It is not like research is very specific. So first of all, you need to understand like how things are happening with your region. Like you are talking about, you are there from Nairobi, Kenya. So I don't know exactly what is happening in Kenya, but you will have to understand that with respect to how that is happening with entire globe, right? Shakti, welcome, Shakti. So anything which is there from your side, just convey it to me. I'm having few more minutes to discuss. Hello. Okay. Joseph, welcome, Joseph. So anyone, any query? If anything that you want to share regarding how your learning experience is over here with me, please share it with me. I would love to reply to your queries, and even I just want to know like how you guys are learning from engineering funda. I have been teaching over here since last 8 years, right? And many students are communicating with me by comments. So it will be great as if you share something over here. Yes, Shomia, welcome, Shomia. Could you please explain why Engineering Funda app is disabled for Bangladeshi students? My friends and I have been following you for 2 years, and it is. See, I have not done anything with Bangladesh or any other country. It is, it may be a issue with Google Play Store, right? The reason is, see, Google Play Store is having guidelines with different countries. right? So we used to follow guidelines which are there regarding application, but they may be having some other aspect of application, and based on those aspects only they might have disabled it with Bangladeshi. The reason is I have not done anything with any country. Like, even see, I am from India. Many Pakistani students used to say me like, you are not working for Pakistani people or something like that. See, I'm a teacher, right? I don't discriminate people based on from which region they are learning. All I can say is, because of guidelines of Google with Pakistan or with Bangladesh, it may be the case like you may not be able to access application. Otherwise, I have not done anything with my application in which I have not done any restriction on any students. But what I'm doing is like, see, in future I'll try to make sure like if students can register with their email ID, that is fine. Right. So that is what the next step that we are planning. Like, registration can be done with the use of uh, email address. Right now, with mobile number, registrations are happening. So it may be the case like because of mobile number access is not provided with different countries. Google may be restricting usage of application. Otherwise, Soumya, I have not done anything, right? So please forgive me for that. I have not done anything to restrict any people. Uh, Analog computing and simulation. See, analog computing and simulation, that can be done on MATLAB. And see, for to make videos on MATLAB, I need to purchase a license of MATLAB. Otherwise, they can ban my channel, right? So on in the college at where I'm working right now, they don't allow me to record videos using license of that college. So right now there is some restriction on me. I have made a few videos using MATLAB initially. At that time, director was allowing us to teach students by recording screen. Right now, our director is restricting us, and they are not allowing us to record any videos using that license platform which is there with our college. So it is a bit difficult for me to do those things right now. Hope you understand those things. Anything that you want to suggest over here? Like, I got to know few issues like Bangladeshi people are not accessing my application because of restriction. I don't know exactly why that is happening, but definitely I'll make sure to overcome those issues which is happening with some region. Welcome, Joseph. Welcome. So, any queries that you have it right now? Anything that you want to suggest me, like how things are happening with you? Deb Jyoti. Deb Jyoti. Welcome, Deb Jyoti. Sir, what are some important topics of fiber communication? Mokat, West Bengal. See, Debjyoti, you need to go through your question papers, right? I don't know exactly how many questions, how your syllables is there. I have covered optical fiber communication comprehensively, probably 100% syllables that will be covered. That may be there with this platform, right? I have made more than 80, 90 videos on optical fiber communication. You just check your question papers, how those questions are there, and you will be observing almost all the queries, all the questions are there on that playlist, right? So important topics, I don't know exactly. See, important topics that varies with respect to universities. So it is a bit difficult for me to identify like which university is having which important topics, that I don't know, right? So you just have to go through your question papers, just see how questions are there in your question papers, and accordingly you just prepare from the playlist which is there on Engineering Funda, right? Optical fiber communication, that is completely available on Engineering Funda, from which you can easily understand entire course. I hope you understand this. Gokul, practical classes on ARM processor by project. See, ARM processor, ARM 7 that I have completed on engineering funda, and using ARM 7, I have made assembly language programming as well as programming using C language. Using that programming, you can easily understand like how interfacing can be done. So to understand ARM processor and to make projects based on ARM processor, you will have to go through that playlist in which experiments and interfacing practicals which I have covered, that you need to understand first. Based on that, you can easily initiate your project, right? So ARM 7 TDMI that I have completed on engineering funda, just go through it. In that playlist, you will be observing many experiments of ARM 7. Based on that, you can easily understand like how one can initiate their project based on ARM 7. Right. Application can be anything, like you can interface as many sensors, as many actuators with processor, and you may be having some application based on it, right? Somia, sir, would you please answer my question? Somia, I was answering your question only. What I'm saying is like I have not done anything with Bangladeshi students. I have made application on Play Store, but Google might have done some restriction on login process that I don't know like what is that restriction issue. The reason is government of Bangladesh may be having some other relation with Google, and based on that they may not be allowing you to have registration and all those things. Otherwise, I have not done anything with Bangladeshi people. That is what the case which I'm saying, like restrictions are not provided by engineering funda platform. There may be some issues in terms of accessing things with the use of registration, right? So registration issues are there, like mobile. See, right now registration that we have provided with mobile number, but in Bangladesh, they don't allow you to have registration with the use of your mobile number. That is what the issue. That issue that is there because of there is a issue with Bangladesh and Google. I don't know what is that issue. So to resolve those issues, what we are planning is like next time onwards, whenever you do registration on app, at that time that registration will be there based on email address. For that, we are in communication with Google, like how one can provide registration on app using email address, right? So once I complete with those stuff, that only then only I can give some guidelines like how one can do those things. Right now, I don't have answer for that question like how students are not accessing from Bangladesh. I don't have any answer right now. Only I can say is there is issue with Bangladesh and Google regarding registration process, right? Gokul, I have simulated PIC on Proteus. So is it possible to simulate ARM processor on any software? See, ARM processor may be there with many other controllers, right? So Proteus is one of the software in which you can simulate even ARM, right? So LPC2148, you may be using that controller in which inside ARM processor is there, by which you can have simulation on Proteus. I hope you got the point, right? LPC2148, in which ARM processor is there, and that you can simulate using Proteus software, right? Fundamental engineering, sir. Are you comfortable to share your email address in case of? See, my complete details are available globally. If you write my name, if you write engineering funda, almost all the details are there in front of you. Many students are already communicating. Even you can write comments in comment section. If we can provide some solution, definitely we used to give reply. But sometimes what happens, like many queries are coming, and because of bulk of queries, sometimes we may not be able to resolve those issues which are there with students. The reason is personal queries is bit difficult for me to resolve. Even the reason is, see, I'm single person, right? I'm not like, we are not having 50 people working over here in engineering fund, a single person who is teaching over here. So it is bit difficult to resolve queries personally, right? 4 lakh students are there on engineering funda. So do you think like I can resolve queries personally? It is almost next to impossible. But still you can forward whatever issues are there. If something is common for students, definitely we'll try to make sure like those issues are getting resolved over here by videos, right? Hope you understand this. Somia Akhtar, thank you, sir, for providing us effective lecture. Welcome, Somia. So, is there anything that you guys are interested about to share in front of me? If nothing is there, then I think welcome, Joseph. Welcome. Yeah. So now I think I consider like now there is no more queries which is there with you. And if anything is there, definitely just try to make sure by commenting over here in videos. And based on your comments only, we used to understand like how things are going on with students, and based on that we resolve our videos. And our courses are also based on how students are learning things from us, right? So feel free to write anything over here on this platform. And in future, I wish you will be having excellent success in your life regarding engineering. The reason is we are just working for engineering only, right? Nothing more than engineering is available on this channel. So I can only say like in engineering, if I can help for anything, that will be a help for this globe that that I used to consider, and based on that only I used to work with my students. God bless you. Have a wonderful learning experience in future. Take care.